Morning.
Good morning, Dr. Kajiki.
Hi. So this is my very good patient, Leslie. We are doing a FaceTime. She's in Los Angeles, and I'm northern Los Angeles. But she very graciously is allowing us to do this little FaceTime update because I wanted to tell other people about your success about your Epstein Barr compound.
Yeah.
Um, because Epstein Barr is horrible. I mean, it's a bear, and most medical professionals have no idea what to do about it, if at all. They just feel like there's nothing you could do. But you had some great success, so I want you to share your success. So you had
Cool.
treated with me prior, and you got some great results. But there was always this kind of lingering little fatigue, not feeling quite right sensation. Like, describe what that was before you even knew it was Epstein Barr.
Okay, right. So it was a fatigue that was different than, oh, I just didn't get enough sleep and I need to take a nap. It was incredible body fatigue. My whole body just felt, those dreams where you feel like you're trying to run and it's like you're running through quicksand or something you can't quite move. That's what it felt like in my body, to where I just felt like I couldn't function. And then it would kind of come out of nowhere, and I'd have these sort of feverish episodes where I wasn't sick with the flu, but I would suddenly out of nowhere feel feverish and clammy. The brain fog was incredible. And for a while, I just thought it was because of my age and whatever, but no. And yeah, it was just really hard to function some days, and I couldn't figure out why.
Right.
Or weird symptoms would come out of nowhere.
Yeah. And you had dealt with that so long, it was almost quote unquote normal for you to feel lousy like that for so long. And so we never really talked about that too much because you made such great improvement from before.
Right.
So then when we finally did start troubleshooting this a little bit, I said, let's do an Epstein Barr panel. Let's just see if that's even a possibility, or maybe some other kind of virus that you're experiencing. And whoa, comes back positive for Epstein Barr. And so I gave you these compounds that I had incredible success with, and like tell people your concern about, I hope I'm not that 5%.
Right. So, I mean, I guess what I'll just briefly say is sometimes in yours and my journey together, I'd be the anomaly,
Yeah.
like there'd be something like everybody would react this way to something, but not me. So when you told me that I had this, virus, and then you told me you had great, success, 90% of the people who took this remedy, were cured basically. And I was like, please don't let me be that weird 10%, like after everything else, like just let me be normal in, this sort of course. So that was my fear. But then I start, it actually was, I was luckily not one of the 90%.
Right,
that
right.
are.
So if you think back on it now, I got the notes here. You started the Epstein Barr compounds somewhere around, I'm going to say, end of November, maybe mid-November.
Yeah, probably, yes. Probably like end of November, beginning of December.
Okay, so you started these Epstein Barr compounds. When would you say you very first started to notice a difference that, wow, maybe this is actually working?
Yeah, what I noticed was, I think between, like after the first, so there are these little vials, and after the first, I want to say 4
Mm-hmm.
or 5, I started noticing that I'd strung some decent days together,
Right.
that the bad days were getting farther, fewer and farther between. So I was still feeling it, but less frequently. It wasn't as consistent, which was really hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
It just was the first time where I thought, oh my gosh, this might work and I might be able to get past this. And so that was really encouraging.
Right, right. And then we had a little confusion about these detoxification drops. And so we got that corrected. But I'm bringing this up because it's not always this smooth sailing process.
Right.
I mean, you had a flare up around vial number 8, and then we had to do that correction with the detoxification drops. But once you got on track,
Yeah.
then it was like, wow, like describe what happened once you finally got on track again.
Well, it was amazing because it was, like you say, we had a little bit of it's not, it's sort of like you increase these drops over time. And I had not increased them enough, and then I increased them too much, and then I just got super sick, and then we kind of figured out that I was doing too much of the drops, at once, and so we cut it back, and literally the next day I felt like $1,000,000, and so that was sort of when it became super consistent, where I really started feeling I was in the home stretch. By the time I got to the second box, and I was kind of on the downside of the treatment, it began to be even more consistent, where I just felt normal, like finally, and as you and I discussed, when you've been feeling badly so long, you don't realize how badly you felt until you start feeling well.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. So yeah, it really made a big difference.
Wow. And so now here we are. We are probably 3.5 months, 4 months from when you first started it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like now? How are you feeling? Do you feel like it's been resolved, cured, remission?
I feel like I'm essentially cured. I mean, I can't remember the last time I felt, I know that it was a while ago, the last time I felt that really incredible, any of those Epstein Barr symptoms where the incredible body fatigue, the brain fog, that is, I would say, gone. I really don't remember the last day where I felt like, because it would be that thing where like I told you, I'd be out during the day and then suddenly I would just be like, I have to go home now.
Right.
And it would come on, and I just haven't felt that in weeks. Yeah, it's been a good solid, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks since I felt Epstein Barr.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so would you say, at least in your own terms, that it's in remission?
Yes.
Wow.
I know. It's so weird to say that because I just felt ill for so long. But yes, I would say that I feel like I'm in remission.
And this is something that the traditional medical doctors say, you can't do anything about it. You have to let it run its course. Sorry.
Yeah. In fact, I did go to my regular physician for something else during the course of this treatment, and he said, "Are you on any medication?" I said, "Well, I am taking this homeopathic, treatment for Epstein Barr," and he just sort of glazed over and went on to the next thing, because I just don't think that Western medicine has caught up at all. So
Right.
yes, I don't think he would have known what to do with it if he had even been the one to diagnose this. But I don't even think that he would have been the one to diagnose this. I think you were the one who knew what to look for, and it's not that they couldn't have diagnosed it, but even if they had, I think he would have been like, "Oops, sorry."
Right.
I don't know if they know what to. I'm not sure he would have known what to do for me.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So
Thanks.
I appreciate that. Other people appreciate that because literally there's people out there that feel like because their doctor said there's no resolution for it, they just believe it and just have a miserable life.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is you don't have to be miserable and sick the rest of your life. Like there is hope, and you are my hope, and I'm so thankful to you because I think I would still be sick, and I just am so lucky to have found you. So I love working with you. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you so much, and everyone
Thanks.
else thanks you for doing this, Leslie. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Okay.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.